Welcome to this year's 2011 European Father and Son Golf Championship at the wonderful El Rompido 36-hole golf resort in southern Spain, situated on the Andalusian coastline of Huelva, right next to the borders of Portugal. 120 fathers and sons have come from all over the world to compete for this coveted championship. The defending European and current US father and son champions, the Carpenters, are here from Maryland, USA. And the eldest competitor, 90-year-old Norman Taylor, and his son Les from South Africa, who we will be hearing from shortly. The players and their families arrived Monday and checked into the on-site golf hotel, where everyone met for an informal welcome drink reception. Traditionally, an individual Stableford competition in aid of charity precedes the championship, which was won this year by Karsten Tillman from Holland on 43 points. The event is played over 3 days as a 54-hole 2-ball better ball Stableford, with a scratch and handicap trophy. The winning team will win a free return holiday invitation to come back and defend their title, and the scratch winners will win an invitation to the US Father and Son Championship in Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Weather over the first 2 days had been a little indifferent, with blustery winds making for challenging scoring. Day 1 was over the longer North Course, a beautiful course sitting midst a nature reserve and stunning views across gorse and marshes. Peter and Jake Benson from the UK and the Johnsons from Northern Ireland and defending US and European champions the Carpenters all tied on 43 points. The seeded favourites for the scratch title all moved into position, with the Carpenters leading on 5 under, Johnsons and defending champions the Pickfords on 4 under. On day 2, the competitors awoke to heavy overnight rain, and although the days stayed mainly dry, it was grey and overcast and blustery, making for challenging scoring. It reflected on the leaderboard as we take a look now after day 2. And we see that the Bensons have managed to maintain their position at the top of the leaderboard, posting 33 points for a total of 80 points, tied with the McHughes from Cornwall, and the Carpenters surprised the field by dropping back with a disappointing 36 points, but still very much in the hunt, just one off the pace on 79. It promised to be an exciting finale, as no less than 14 teams are only 6 shots off the pace. The leading teams win a paid-for caddy on the final day and tee off last in position order. The scratch event was no less exciting. The Carpenters have managed to hang on to a 1-stroke lead on 75 points, 3 under par, over the Pickfords, who will be paired together on the final day. Gypsies, Joe and Reimer Smith from Middlesex, England, sit 2 off the pace on 1 under on 73 points. We pick up the action on the final day, and let's go down to the course to interview some of the teams before they tee off.
We've got Peter and Jake Benson here, and the reason we've got them is they're leading this golf tournament after day 2. We're about to start the final round, so feeling a bit nervous?
A little bit, but nicely so. You know, we're looking forward to it. We're going to have some fun.
And you, Jake?
Very nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, that's just normal. So what's the strategy today?
Blank sheet of paper. You know, we're starting again. We're forgetting, well, we try and forget that we're joint leaders. We'll just go out and enjoy it, and if it's good enough at the end of the day, then fantastic. If it's not, we'll move on to next year.
So tell me a little bit about you guys, specifically Jake. Jake, you're 12 years of age, I believe, and you're an 8 handicap golfer. But from what I've seen of you, you're a hell of a golfer. Tell me about your golf. How long have you been playing?
About 3 or 4 years, since about 8, and just started then and progressed even further.
And where have you learnt to play such good golf? Has your dad taught you?
A little bit, but...
Local lessons
a little bit.
Local professionals. The professional at our club, and also a professional called Chris Hall at Rushcliffe locally has also helped him. And county coaching as well, Nottinghamshire. He's in the under-14s Nottinghamshire squad, so he gets coaching from them. So it's a big help.
And from a serious point of view, Peter, do you feel a tournament like this, do you think this is good experience for young people like Jake, and for Jake particularly?
Fantastic experience. You know, you can't you know, the amount of experience that youngsters get from playing in these events, and, you know, being a bit nervous and you know, teeing it up when it really matters, you can't you can't sort of express how strong that is for youngsters, and it's fantastic benefits for the future.
And that's obviously one of our main aims with the tournament, to nurture young talent and to give these young guys a real tournament experience. But I mean, whatever happens today, regardless, are you having a good time? And is this an event that you would, for people back home watching this, you know, paint the picture? What's it like?
It's a great family experience, and I would encourage any father and son to come along and experience it for themselves, because it's a one-off. We have great fun, great camaraderie, and I'd like to say, Toby, it's very, very well organised. It's not easy putting something like this together, so well done to you and your team. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, listen, fellas, the very best of luck today. I hope you play your best golf, and we'll see you around the golf course, and we'll see you at the end of the event. Yep. Good luck.
We'll enjoy it. Yeah, thank you.
Well, 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 we got some familiar faces here. I seem to recognise you guys. It's the Carpenters. So just to put everybody straight, we're through round 2. This is the penultimate day on the eve before you go out there, and you're at your rightful position at the top.
We're not sure if it's our rightful position, but we're there. Hey, that's a big word you use. What was that about us being at the penultimate? Penultimate.
Do you want me to spell that? Do they use that in America?
Okay. We're okay. No, we're happy. We're lucky and fortunate that we got through that wind yesterday. But no, we're doing fine.
I mean, you guys, you've... Here, let me have the... Tell you what, you take my vest, give me that. You be Gary, I'll be Toby. Right. Well, we've got some familiar faces here again. The Carpenters. Congratulations, first and foremost, for winning the American Father and Son, I believe, a second time round. And you're now back second year as invitees, as defending champions of the European. And after 2 days, you guys are at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We had a rough day yesterday in the wind, but so did a lot of others. But he hung together and played really well. But yeah, we're happy.
So what's it like to be back?
Very enjoyable to see friendly faces. Yeah, it's been a blast. It's been fun. It's been a lot more challenging. A lot different golf course this year. A lot wetter golf course. A lot more wind. A lot different conditions. Tougher scoring. But once again, just another challenge, and it's been fun.
That's great.
You guys have obviously proven that you are very serious competitors. There's no fluke that you guys get at the top of the leaderboard. You're very experienced guys, and that's what this event's about. It's about trying to identify who is the best father and son golfers out there. What would it mean to you to do it again if you could win?
Oh, it'd mean a lot. First and foremost, it just means that we've been able to accomplish something that we stepped out on about 6-7 years ago, and we started to get real serious about playing father-son events. I've told you before, the fact that he still wants to play with me at the age of 60 is thrilling. And, you know, you've got a former pro and a 6-7 handicap, whatever I happen to carry at that time, playing against some great teams over here that are pros. We're proud as punch.
And what do you think you're going to need to do today to snatch the trophy?
Play golf, keep the ball in front of you, and see what happens. And
make a few putts.
Putts roll in. It's a bonus. You know, just keep the ball in front of you. And yeah, it's a cliche, but it's one shot at a time. You can't think any further than that.
Well, guys, I wish you the very best of luck, and we'll be watching you out on the course today and see how you fare. So, best of luck.
Thanks, Toby. Thanks.
Well, we have a very special competitor here, the official mascot of the European Father and Son, 90 years young, Norman Taylor. Welcome, Norman.
Thank you very much.
And this is your 4th tournament, is that correct? You've been with us from the very beginning.
Yeah. It's been 4 wonderful tournaments and a wonderful time I've ever had in my life. I have with the Father and Sons.
And today is a special day. It's the final day, and we are playing the Norman Taylor Trophy in your name.
This is an honor that I didn't expect, but believe me, it's from my heart. I can say thank you to everybody for it.
So you'll be at the prize giving tonight awarding the trophy.
That'll be great. I'm thinking about what I have to say. I say, please, please, Lord, help me to say the right words at the right time, you know.
And what happens if you win?
That is an impossibility right now. I have to earn, I think, 48 or 50 points to win today. I'm trying my best, but I don't think so.
So for all of the 90-year-old fathers out there watching this video, what advice have you got? What's the secret? How comes you can keep playing 36 holes? How do you do that?
The reason is I concentrate on golf when I'm playing golf, and I think about golf and nothing else, and that keeps my mind young in all the other things too. I believe age is a number that they give you because of a number of years or something. To me, it doesn't mean a thing. I'm just as happy as I was when I was a young man, and I'm still happy.
Well, Norman, you're an absolute inspiration to all of us. You are what this whole tournament is all about. It's about fathers and sons, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Trev. And I must tell you, Toby, that this has been the greatest year of my life. And we're going to have a few more together. Believe me, watch me next year. I'm in training.
Good luck, Norman.
God bless.
We've got Graham and Andrew Blakes here and competing for the leaderboard after day 2. You guys are 3 off the lead, so congratulations. How are you feeling?
Oh, feeling awesome. It's nice to be in contention on the last day and competing for the actual main prize.
Feeling nervous, Dad?
Just a little bit, yeah, but I think we'll be all right when we get out there, once we get started.
And I'm going to ask you something you should never do in golf, which is to look ahead. But if you guys were to win this today, what would that mean to you, Graham?
It'd be awesome, absolutely awesome. You know, we've really enjoyed the week, and it'd just be fantastic to pick up the trophy at the end of it.
And you, Andrew?
It'd be really good. The conditions were tough yesterday. It was really windy. Felt like we didn't have the best knock, but we made the points, and I think we deserve to be in the top half at the moment.
And Graham, I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you've not been very well in the last couple of years. So, I mean, coming out here, was that part of the plan, you know, to bring the family out after a tough year with your poor health?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been through it a little bit, so it's nice to come out with my son and my daughter and get a bit of sun and enjoy ourselves. And you know, it's a bit of a plus to spend time with your, you know, son and daughter, really.
And you mentioned daughter. I mean, this event is all about families, so it's great that you guys have bought your daughter or your sister. I mean, I can't imagine she must be bored stiff watching you guys play golf, isn't she?
No, she loves it. She's been caddying every day and driving the buggy around. She's enjoying it, even though she's been a bit chilly on some of the days, but the weather's been good today, so hopefully it'll be a nice day and we'll enjoy ourselves.
And is this your first time to the event?
It certainly is. We've done the British one earlier in the year, which we really enjoyed, and that persuaded us to come here. So, yeah, no, really good.
And is the grand final living up to expectation?
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to be walking down that 18th with all the flags and all the people watching in the background. It should be nice.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck, and let's hope I'm interviewing you a bit later.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Got a couple of Brummie boys here, Gordon, Luke Symes. Welcome to the father and son. Are you having a good time?
I think we're having an absolutely fantastic time. Thank you, Toby. We were here last year, and this takes the biscuit. It's brilliant.
You enjoying it, Luke?
Yeah, it's great. It's a good, challenging golf courses, and yeah, it's good.
So what would you say to anybody watching this back home? Should they come and play in this next year, and why?
Get your tickets booked now. Absolutely superb. It's great. The bonding with your lad, superb.
And the falling out with your dad as well.
And how are you guys doing in the tournament?
7th, 4 points off the lead. So.
Wow.
Shoot a 44 today, and hopefully the prize will be ours.
What would it mean to you if you boys won this?
It'd be quite unexplainable.
Fantastic. That would be great. It'll be something to live with us forever.
The very best of luck, guys.
Thank you, Toby.
Cheers, Toby.
So we've got my old sparring partner here, Joe Smith, good old boxer in his day. But you're having a bit of a fight out there today, aren't you?
Well, I think there'll be a bit of a fight there today, Toby, but I don't recall you sparring with me physically. It was on the golf course, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's true. But you guys, every year you're up there on the leaderboard competing for the scratch, but you're always just a few shots off it. But this year looks like you're getting better. As Rymer's getting bigger and stronger, it looks like you're a bit more competitive this year.
Well, when we first competed 2 years ago, the Taylors won it, and I said, I'll see you next year. My boy will be a year bigger and stronger, and I'll be a year older like yourself.
and it didn't quite cut again last year. We were in the top 5, but definitely we're yeah, a year better. We feel much better about today. You know, a tough task ahead.
How far off?
2 shots. So you know, you never know. We'll hopefully, as I say, we're 1 year more experience. We're prepared better, and we're going to just try our best.
So the big question, you should never look ahead, but what would it mean to you guys if you could win this, Reimer?
It's mean we've been trying for 3 years now, so a lot of patience, so hopefully it pays off.
It would mean everything. It would mean everything, you know. I can die an old, happy man and say that I was a European father-son champion. It'll be there, something I can never take from you, if achieved. So we'll try our best. We won't put too much pressure on, there's already enough on, but we'll give our best shot.
Well, let's hope I'm interviewing you guys a bit later. The very best of luck today. So we've got the Stocks here, residing in Germany, but you're not actual German, you're Brits, is that right?
Very much. The Yorkshire lads.
A couple of Yorkshire lads. So how does a Yorkshire lad end up living in Germany?
Well, go there and earn some money from the Germans.
You're a golf pro, aren't you?
Yes, I am, yeah. Earn my living teaching the Germans how to play golf.
Now, I know you've been regular competitors of the event, but this year you guys have got yourself into contention. How does that feel?
Great feeling, great feeling.
Yeah, brilliant.
Andrew played absolutely brilliant yesterday in very, very difficult conditions. Very, very windy.
Andrew, you guys had 40 points yesterday, which on an ordinary day doesn't sound that fantastic, but that wind was blowing like crazy out there. And I think you guys had the best score of the day, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. I mean, we played well, we came on the same holes, it was good, made some birdies, so yeah.
So you guys are in a unique situation. You're 4 off the handicap, the scratch title, and you're 5 off the handicap. So in theory, you could win either or if you go really low today.
Yeah, we're going to give it our best shot.
And what would it mean if you did have the round of your life today and you snatched the title?
Brilliant, just fantastic.
Couple of beers tonight, probably. That's about it.
I reckon more than a couple.
Yeah, morning though.
Very best of luck, guys. Hope to see you out there.
So let's go down to the first tee. Let's see some of the leading groups tee off. Some of the caddies there in their white boiler suits, about to be distributed to some of the leading players. Not all of the players want them. Some see them as a distraction, but they're laid on complimentary for the leaders.
On the tee from England, and with 76 points, just 4 behind the leaders.
First glimpse of some
Gordon
of the
Luke Symes.
leading groups, Gordon Symes and Luke, who we heard from just a minute ago.
Down the middle.
Down the middle.
They're very much in the handicap championship.
Fine shot.
That's a confident start there from Gordon, who's a 19 handicapper. A little tap there from Luke, who's a 15 handicapper. And they're 4 shots off the lead.
Yeah, cracker.
A little bit off to the right there. And then we've got the Smiths. Gypsy Joe, Dad, who's a professional golfer of 20 years. These guys are in the mix for both championships. They're only 2 strokes off the scratch, 1 under, and only 4 strokes off the handicap on 76 points. He's a powerful hitter, Joe. And they have the opportunity to do something that nobody has yet done in the championship and become absolute champions and win the handicap and the scratch. That would be one feat. 17-year-old Reimer. 4 handicap golfer, and it looks like he's ripped that.
On the tee from England, with 73 points in the handicap competition and 72 in the scratch competition,
They're partnered
David
with
George
the
Mills.
Mills from Seaford in Sussex. This is young George, 12 handicap. beg your pardon, 18 handicap, 12 years of age.
Nice deep shot, buddy.
What a beautiful golf swing.
Well done, son.
Not surprising that his father is a professional. Now owns his own golf driving centre and par 3 course. His dad is a very experienced player. He's been on the tour, and he was telling me he was more nervous playing in this with his son George than he's ever been in any of his professional events. So that tells you something.
Nice tee shot. Thank you, Clive. Thank you, Clive. Good luck, fellas. Good luck. Thank you.
Have fun. Schedule. Sorry about that. It will happen with the first one.
The tension down here on the tee is high. People aren't showing it, but I can assure you, even some of the experienced professionals are really feeling those butterflies in the stomach.
Lead in the handicap competition, Howard and Andrew Stocks.
So Howard Stocks, who we were hearing from earlier, based out in Germany, a golf professional, a teaching pro. And they're 4 off the Scratch Championship. So by no means out of this. And they're 2 off the handicap on 78. So they're really in both championships. Like he came up a little bit on that one. I think I'm right, that's a bit right. Son Andrew, 18 years of age, powerful hitter, hates it, he's a left-hander, looks like he's hit that out to the left.
On the tee from England, and they are on 77 points.
So the Blakes, who we're also hearing from, Graham, lovely chap in the building industry, 50 years of age, 5 handicapper. That looks pretty tidy. His son Andrew, 18 years of age, 5 handicap golfer. Very powerful hitter is Andrew, hits the ball a long way. They're only 3 strokes off the handicap championship, so they're also in amongst it. So the Carpenters and the Pickfords drawn together, last year's champions of both the handicap
on the
and the
tee from the
scratch.
USA, and the reigning European and US father and son champions, Gary Carpenter and Gary Carpenter Jr.
As any golfer will know in match play, it's always very difficult playing with your opponents in the same group. And this is a difficult draw because both of them, Pickfords are 1 behind the Carpenters in the scratch. The Carpenters are leading the scratch on 3 under. And the Carpenters are 1 off the handicap on 79 points. So all to play for. Senior Gary has got a swing all to himself, but he really knows how to use it, and it's very consistent, which is what makes Gary Senior such a competitor. Gary Junior used to play tour golf as a professional and then reinstated back as an amateur, so he's a very experienced golfer. He's a smart golfer. He's been using his brain around this course, laying up, using irons,
On the tee from Luxembourg,
not taking out the
and
big
the
driver.
2010
I
European
think that's
father and
been
son
part of
scratch
their scoring
champions,
success.
John and Michael Pickford.
Pickfords in their usual colourful trousers. This is young Michael. Speaks 5 languages, Michael. And has a beautiful golf swing. Take a look at this swing. Very languid. Never shows any type of pressure. His dad, head professional in Luxembourg.
Perfect, Johnny.
Like father, like son, a very languid swing. Easy. So, to the final group. Everybody's out on the golf course apart from these guys now. This is young Jake Benson. They're leading the handicap championship on 80 points. Teeing off last. Jake has said he's feeling very nervous. He's only 12 years of age, would you believe, and an 8 handicap golfer. But I tell you what, take a look at this golf swing.
Lovely shot.
How about that? We're going to be hearing more of this boy in the future, I'm absolutely sure of this.
Well done, Jake.
His dad, Peter, an insurance director, 50 years of age, 5 handicap golfer. What an occasion for these guys. They're paired with the McHughes, who we've not seen or interviewed yet. That's been a deliberate strategy to stay away all the hullabaloo, not get interviewed, not put themselves under any more pressure. This is Dad Paul, 16 handicapper. And that's a bit of a tight swing. Looks like he's hooked that. It's in trouble. And son Alex, aspiring to be a professional, 17 years of age. Come on, Dad, that's how you do it.
Thanks, Clive.
And that's it, everyone's away. That's the final shot off the first tee. A huge sigh of relief, I would imagine, for all the golfers. So it's going to be really exciting now to see how the day unfolds. And let's go out and watch some of the play. The story of the day so far is that the McHughes from Cornwall have taken a 2-stroke lead, storming out in 4 under par, 22 points, giving them a 12 under total through 45 holes on 102 points. 2 behind are the current champions, the Carpenters, out in 21 points, and the Stocks, who have equally had a great start with 4 under par, 22 points. The Bensons have only gained 1 stroke, out in 19 points, 1 under, but the Smiths have posted the lowest 9 holes of the day with 5 under 23 points to get them within 3 strokes of the leaders. The scratch event is no less exciting. Again, the Smiths have posted the lowest 9-hole scratch total with 4 under 22 points to take them to a 3-way tie on 5 under 95 points. The Pickfords, who have picked up 1 stroke over the Carpenters, out in 3 under 21 points, and the Carpenters out in 2 under 20 points. It looks like it's a 3-horse race, as their nearest challengers, the Stocks, trail by 4 strokes on 1 under. We pick up the action here with Gary Carpenter Jr., a +2 handicap golfer on the par 3 12th, with a putt for birdie to take them to 4 under in the handicap. They're on a roll. On the hole ahead, Reimer Smith was not yet ready to roll over, holding this superb 25-foot birdie putt to take them to 5 under in the scratch. On the 15th, both the Smiths were in trouble, with Dad Joe getting his bunker shot to 8 foot. This was a huge putt, as Joe knew that they could not afford to drop a shot at such a crucial point in the championship if they had any chance of winning. Never in doubt. Meanwhile, Howard Stocks had this crucial putt to save par on 15, which he missed, and that could prove costly. After Reimer made birdie 3 on the par 4 16th and hold another 20-footer on the par 3 17th, the Smiths arrived on the 18th tee, leading the scratch event by 1 on 8 under. Joe Smith's drive just caught the right-hand trees from the dogleg, par 5 the 18th. Second shot. Looks like he's leaked that slightly to the right. Reimer's third shot.
Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Sit. Sit.
Crowd like it. Beautifully played under such pressure. Joe won't be happy with that, but Reimer's up there with a birdie putt, so it made him matter. So our last look at the Mills, young George. They've done well this year. He's a fabulous little competitor, this chap.
Well done, George.
How about that? George gets bigger and stronger. I expect the Mills to participate stronger in this event over the next few years. So here we go. Reimer's putt. He's been holing putts for fun today. He's had a phenomenal last couple of holes, 2 birdies. So here we go. This potentially could be for the championship. Yes! I think you could say they're happy.
Give them a huge round of applause, guys. They're 8 under par in the
What this means to Joe.
And they've just got themselves to 13 under par in the handicap. Absolutely awesome. They were 9 under par today.
Just shows you what this event
Well done,
means
guys.
to
Another round of
fathers
applause.
and sons. So the situation is that they've posted a 9 under scratch score, and equally they've crept up the handicap leaderboard at 14 under. So they're leaders in the clubhouse on both championships, and they could do something that's never been done before, and that's to become absolute champion of both events. So Howard Stocks here. He's trailing by a couple, so if they have any chance, they need to hold this.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
It's a good shot, but it doesn't look like it's going to be their year, and as we said, that putt back on 15 was going to prove costly. Michael Pickford here. Second shot on the par 5, having to hook it round the corner. They're going to need eagle if they're going to tie the Smiths. Gary Carpenter, third shot at the 18th. trailing by 2 in the scratch and 1 on the handicap, so he needs either to hold this shot or they definitely need birdie if they're going to tie the Smiths for the handicap championship. 110 yards, pitching wedge. And the crowd like it. Gary Senior in the bunker. It's a great shot. They've played absolutely fabulous today, these guys. These need to go in. Oh! Very nearly did, but it looks like the Pickfords are going to fall short by a shot this year. Defending champions. They've played with the Carpenters today, who both teed off as joint leaders, and they've been nip and tuck all day.
Get in.
Oh, just pulled away at the left there. So it's a brilliant defence of their title, but it's not going to be enough for this year. But well done. So here we go, Gary Jr. He's got this to tie the Smiths and the handicap. He's done it again. He did the same thing last year on the 18th.
14 under, guys. Give him a massive round of applause. Let me explain, ladies and gentlemen.
So the final group, the McHughes and the Bensons. The McHughes have fallen away badly on the back nine. They were leading after 45 holes. They got out to a perfect start. But they've done well, but they'll be disappointed. But well done. Equally the Bensons, young Jake here. They started off as joint leaders on the first hole, playing with the McHughes.
Get it, get it. Good try, Jake.
And they haven't quite fired today. Maybe it was the expectation, maybe the pressure, who knows. Anyway, here's Peter to finish with a birdie for 4 points. Yes.
Give a fantastic round of applause for our
Delighted
final
to finish
group.
that way, to finish 10 under.
The Bensons and the McHughes.
So that's it. That's the final group and the final leaderboard. We have a unique situation here, our first ever sudden death playoff, where the Smiths and the Carpenters have tied on 122 points at 14 under. So they'll have to go to the 18th and play a stroke play, all ball counting. With regard to the Scratch Championship, it's been won by the Smiths on a phenomenal day. 117 points in total, 9 under par, to win by 1 over the Carpenters. And they have the unique opportunity to win the handicap and the sudden death playoff as well, to become absolute champions.
Team hug. Team hug.
Last year you had 10. You're right.
So we're up at the 18th tee for the sudden death playoff.
Let's look at it quite ahead of time.
I'll do it again. Right, there's a 2 on here, right? So you've got to shout 2 or tails, okay? 2. It's tails. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to Junior? We'll hit it.
We'll hit it.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Good guys too.
We've been here before.
We're already
We've been here before.
So it's the Carpenters to tee off first. It's going to be both balls counting.
Job, Dad.
And got through that nicely. That's straight down the middle. It's a very tight dog leg this, and the trick is to try to find the fairway with your tee shot. The longer hitters it's harder because it bottlenecks. Gary Jr. Hooked it. That's trees left. Just where you don't want to be.
I know somebody made 4 on there earlier.
I know that spot, right, Joe?
He knows that spot.
Joe's a very deliberate, methodical player. Has a set routine.
Ball, Joe.
And that looks perfect to me. He likes it. And that's left. That looks like it's with Gary. So 2 on the fairway, 2 in the trees. Shortest of the hitters, Gary Sr. at the top of the hill. He's got a tricky second shot here around the corner. And that looks about perfect. Little Baffy wood straight over the corner, centre of the fairway.
I mean, he's faced with the same dilemma. If I can hit the green in 2, yeah, I mean, regulation with your planning, I don't think you can do it. I mean, irrelevant. You've got to play your shot. Irrelevant what you do. I think the biggest gap. Do you want a distance to the far side?
Yeah.
It's 140 yards to the path.
You can't see from here, but all they're facing is just a wall of pine trees and the corner of the clubhouse.
It's that. Try and get something over there. I mean,
they really don't have many options here off a downhill lie.
It's makeable, but it's very, very risky. Yeah.
That's sitting down in pine needles, so it's going to be difficult to impart any draw spin from there. If it were me, I'd just chip it out sideways. Oh. It's odds law, it's clonked the centre trunk and rebounded back. It's probably regretting now being greedy. And it looks like Gary Jr. has done a similar thing by not getting it quite through enough. So it's still anyone's game. Reimer's third shot. That's a great shot. He's got a bit of draw spin round the corner. Got it progressing down the fairway. So Joe's tee shot straight down the middle. Second shot, 3-iron. I think that's a little bit blocked out to the right. It's a real horseshoe, this hole. It's very difficult to stay straight. Gary's third back into the fairway, so he's now even kill with Reimer, who's also having his troubles.
A little later in the day.
I agree.
Playing 35, not 30.
I think we just heard the caddy there, 135. He's got a 9-iron, so he really needs to make par.
Slide.
Left. Okay. Shot.
On the green.
I'll get by now. 125. I got a little soft eight. Hit a full 9.
Hit a full shot. Whatever it takes. Hit a full shot.
Second side.
Dad with 8 iron, similar distance.
Go, 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 go! Just on, just on.
Yeah, well done. On the dance floor. Very steady golf there from Gary Senior, holding his nerve. And don't forget, he's got a stroke in hand, which could prove decisive. So Reimer's 4th shot, 50-yard pitch. The pin's cut at the very back of the green today. It's a long green. He's hit that heavy. Nerves are creeping in. It's a bit short. Left himself a long putt for par. Looks like Joe's trying to go over the trees here and flop it onto the green. And like Son, he's hit that fat. Maybe the shot was under the trees. So he's got a bump and run here up the bank, and the pin has cut about 10 on. So he hasn't got much green to play with. And that's an excellent shot. Good recovery. Doesn't hang about Gary Senior, he gets on with it. He's a quick player, and that's a very good approach back. So he's got a 5 for 4 there with his next putt. So Reimer has a par putt here.
Get in, yo. Go on.
Putting beautifully all day today. That's down to 6.
6 for 1 point.
Gary Jr. equally having troubles up the left and needs to hold this for his par 5.
Good roll.
So both him and Reimer down for 6. So it's going to be between Joe, between the dads. Joe's slightly further away than Gary Senior, and he must hold this for a par 5 to give them a total of 11 strokes. Well done. At least he's making Gary Senior having to putt for it. So Gary's got this for the championship. He's got a stroke in hand, so if he holds this, they win.
Congratulations, the provinces have won.
Done it again. Twice US champions.
Give them a huge round of applause, guys.
And now twice European champions.
Before you all go, we're going to do our presentation now on the green. Thank you so much for staying and supporting everybody. And give all yourselves a round of applause, please. Come on, round of applause.
Gary. Joe.
Huge congratulations for an awesome 9 under par
Scratch total, Joe and Rymer Smith. Come on, let's have the customary champagne.
You don't know how to do it, you owe that money.
Give it a dad.
Done this before. Come on.
Attaboy, Joe! Way! Joe said he couldn't drink all week, but he can have a drink now. Way! So Joe, just tell us what this means to you to become European father and son champions.
Well, Toby, absolutely everything. You know, I said this morning to you when you asked me, I said maybe within the next 5 years we'd win it. But, you know, I know we'd give it our best today, but I wasn't sure we was quite ready yet. But it's just a brilliant partner. You know, we just stuck in so deep. Even made a couple of downturns. Said, come on, son, let's go. We were just brilliant for each other. And the boy finished 3 birdies. And to win with such a good field, when I say like maybe 5 years down the line, that's the quality of golf that turns up here, and that's what we're anticipating. You know, with what we call the Americans, just like Ryder Cup stuff, isn't it? You have to meet the Americans and the Poles and everything, you know. And so, absolutely, I said to you this morning, Toby, I'll die an old man being European champion.
Ryder, how do you feel?
It's just, he's the best partner. He just keeps you going when you're down, and he's just great.
Proud of your dad?
Yeah, can't sum it up in words how good he is. So
fantastic. We'll have a good drink tonight, Joe. A big round of applause. Well, of course, you know that the handicap was tied on 14 under par, and we had our very first ever sudden death playoff. The Smiths were very close for doing the double, which has never been done before, but sadly they didn't quite make it. But I got to tell you, these two guys, it's no fluke that they've won the American twice and they've now won the European. I've watched these guys, and they're very clever golfers. They're very experienced campaigners. And what this tournament is about is trying to identify who is the best father and son out there. And I've got to tell you, I think we've got them here. The Carpenters from the US. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations. Shake it up. Over that side this time. I can't take any more.
Gary, are you nervous? You should be.
Way!
One sip. We didn't drink last year. Not at all.
I'll tell you what, you're so good at talking, Gary, I think I'm going to give you the mic. Tell us what you think.
Stand over here.
I'm proud. I don't even need that.
You said that last year.
Well, I'll
You
take
used
it.
it this year.
We're camera shy. Oh, I'm the camera. I keep forgetting. We're excited. When you said there was a great champion coming in, the champions, all 60 teams standing around here, because I'm telling you what, we have seen some great play, and we're lucky. That's all I can say. We happen to do a few things right, and he keeps me in the moment. You saw that last hole there in the playoff. Earlier today, I tried to bail on him for about 3 holes, and he never lets me bail out. We've been very lucky twice in the United States and now over here in Europe, and we'll keep coming back as much as we can.
You're welcome. Well done.
I mean, this event is about father and sons. They say that all the time in America, but what it's about to me is being able to compete with your father. You know, a lot of us as kids and younger sons have competed, you know, in many of our own individual events, but to compete with your father and grind it out for 3 days, I guess the best in the world, the best in your country, says it all. It's just, you know, kept him in it, he grinded it, and he wanted to hang it up early on today. We had to have a little chat. And,
where's Renee? Renee wouldn't let me hang up. Where's Renee?
The Pickfords, we got to play with some great people this week, and playing with Joe in the playoff, we were fortunate to play with them last year, in the final round.
Right. You got a great
and
champion.
You've got a great scratch champion back there. He's a tremendous gentleman.
So, thank you very much, and that concludes this year, and have a safe journey going home.
On three, Renee. 1, 2, 3, Renee!
Well, that concludes a wonderful tournament and a memorable finish, and we hope to see you next year at Lumine Golf Club in the Costa Dorada, Spain. Thanks for watching.